What is going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back with another episode on Westby, Wisconsin. This is Saving Paps Farm. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. So, we have been talking about making some changes on the farm, and I think this is the video that we are going to do that. But before we get into that, as you can see, our money is up to $174,377. I must say we are doing great. But with that, I want to show you guys exactly how we got to that point. So take a look at this little montage. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's how we got a lot of our money. The corn stalk bales did phenomenal. We kind of figured that we were going to get a lot of money off of those because of the way the XML was set up. But that is fixed, so that'll be taken care of from here on out. As it goes with the farm, as you can see, I did clear this tree out of here, so we have room for our new grain bins to go in, or well, our new setup for the grain bins. We do still have to take these ones down. I did empty this bin out, so there's no more soybeans in there. We're going to get those taken out. We're going to get this one down here taken out. I actually did take all the soybeans out of there. I moved them down here near the manure. I got some tarps out of the shed, laid some tarps down, and I put the soybeans down on here. So once these are all tore down and rebuilt and put where they need to be, we'll go ahead and get all this scooped up and into our silo. Trying to think what else changed. Okay, so I was having some difficulty with JMF's Ag Bag, and it would not let me pull out our fermented CCM. So I did kind of the same thing I did with our barley bag down there. I took this and I changed it up, worked in the XMLs, and now this takes raw CCM and converts it over to fermented. So if we jump in here to productions, all the way down here, you can see we are changing over from our raw to our fermented CCM. So that will be taken care of. Added this little road in here beside it because you gotta load it up from the side here. We did have to make this field a little shorter, so we lost a little bit on here, but not too bad. What else? Trying to think. As you can see, all of our oilseed radish has grown in, so that's all going. Our dry corn's doing good. What else am I looking at changing? Oh, I found a new way that we're going to start doing our molasses and our water. So we're going to have a new one of those put in, a new tank put in. I'm going to put that in down here. And we are going to get a fertilizer tank put in for our liquid fertilizer. And I'm thinking I might put that along this shed here. I might take this tree out and do that. I think that would work out pretty well. We do have 5 of our calves that have matured. We can go over here. You can see we got some bigger ones in here, so I got to get them loaded up and taken down to our pen. We got to get our new calf barn put up for these guys. Yeah, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here, and I think I'll do the construction off camera. I think it'll be easier because the amount of work and stuff that I need to do. So it should take a couple days to get all of this stuff done. I don't really have much more on the farm to do besides that. So I will see you when... I guess I'll see you when everything is done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have completed so much work. We are on day 4 now of January. I've been keeping up with the milk. I've been keeping up with everything that we are supposed to. But the construction is finally done. When all is said and done, we spent just over $83,000 to get all of this stuff done. So I would like to take you around and show you what exactly we did. So we got the I'll do this. Let me throw up the before picture now. And now I will throw up the after picture. And that is kind of where we are with everything. We'll run down here. I'll show you guys the new bin setup that we have. We're no longer going to have to use the augers, which I am a fan of. Oh man, I left this undone. So let's get this covered up. There we go. So these are our new GSI bins that we have down here. Instead of using the auger, we will just dump right in here, and they will feed up into 2 separate bins. The way I figured this is we have 2 bins that take care of everything we will need. I don't think we'll need a third one put in, but if we do, I have no problems doing that. But this should hold all of our soybeans. Corn, we don't save. We don't really do anything with. We have that bag down there for barley because we don't really use a whole lot of that when feeding the cows. So these are primarily going to be for the soybeans. The only thing I want to do is I want to get a light down here so this is lit up at night. And then we put the trees all the way around it so we don't see it from the house. I mean, we come out the back door here. You know, wintertime's always different because everything on the trees are dead, but that still hides it pretty well. But come spring and summertime, yeah, you're not even going to know they're there. Back here where the soybean bin was, we now have our second calf barn in. And I had to rework the roads all the way around here. Still some spots where grass has to grow up through. But that's coming in nicely. Road comes back here. We did lose a little bit of this field here, putting this in and having to extend it. But again, we've been losing that as we grow the farm anyway, so not too big of a deal. And then we got another road back in here that'll come into this gate as well. Where else are we going? We got the fertilizer tank that we put in. So the fertilizer tank is up and in here. And we'll just be able to pull up in here, which means I have some equipment that I have to buy, which I will probably be doing that here soon. But our fertilizer tank in here. And then this here is going to be for our TMR. This barrel here holds molasses. This barrel here holds water. And we'll just pull up underneath it here and it will spray the TMR as it's mixing up and everything like that, so it all gets saturated and it's moist and stuff like that for our cattle. So yeah, good news there. I also went into GE and I fixed the grate, so that that is now straight. I did move over those 5 cows, so everybody is in here. I have the trailer hooked up and ready to go because any day we should have those births. They should be coming in. But what I want to do now is, I told you guys that I had another plan and another way to make money. With the money that we made off of all those corn stalk bales and everything like that, I want to go in and I want to get back into beef cattle. So we're going to open this up. We're going to jump in our truck, hook up to our cattle trailer, and we're going to go down to the shop and we are going to pick us up some cattle. So let me get all this hooked up and let me get on the road because it is on the other side of the map. And then I will bring you guys back in once we're down there. Alright, so we are coming up to the animal dealer. And I believe I remember, it's been a while since we've been here. It was, let's go ahead and jump out. It was beginning episodes when we first came here, so I'm pretty sure I remember where the animal trigger is. Pull in here. Actually, I don't have to worry. It's already lit up. So let's back up to here. And we are going to get ourselves what do we got? 36 heifers that we can fit in here. So let's go ahead and buy those. And in comes the snow. And then we'll take these heifers back home. And I think what I might do, because we do have a little bit of money to play around with. We do have 80,000. That only cost us 41. I might buy another 36. You know, that might not be too bad of an idea. Get us, what would that be, 72 pigs on the farm? Or pigs, what am I talking about? Cows. Get us 72 cows on the farm and get that beef production going quite well. So let me go ahead. I will take these back and then I'll come back and grab another set. And I'll meet you back at the farm once I'm done with that. That's perfect. Perfect. So we got 72 beef cattle now. 72. Let's check that out. So still got 30,000 liters of food in here. Their health will start going up since they're going to start getting some food to eat. Everything else food-wise is pretty decent. Yeah. Yeah, they all should be good for now. We'll close this up. We are going to have to get some TMR mixed up, so I do have that up here because I did give a little bit to the calves the other day. Let's get this fired up. That old cold start. Take this down. We'll mix up one batch for now. And that way I'll be able to show you guys also exactly how I do it now. Now that we got that new machine down there that holds the water and the molasses. So let's stop here. Perfect. It's already got the bale spike on there. Should be able to squeeze in between that. Gotta get ourselves now alfalfa bale. That mixing in there. Ooh, snow's all gone. Let's go get our bag of mineral feed. Put that in there. And we need a soybean bale. Perfect. That's in there. Grab the skid steer, I guess. Disconnect the hoses, drop that off. We'll go get the bucket for this. We'll get our barley and our dry corn, and I should have enough fermented CCM mixed up by now as well. Go up here, we'll grab our CCM first. And with this one, all you do is come, this is by Pleasant View Farms. You just come up to the front here. There you go. Now, like I said, I did have to edit that to take the fermented CCM and everything and change it all up, but it does take grass and all that stuff and chaff and turns it into silage. Get the 1,000 liters of that in there. Go up here now that we have this nice little road. Oh, and of course I have a gravity wagon in the road. Come up here, get our ear corn. This is awesome. We're gonna start making some real money. We are gonna start making some real money off of this farm. I foresee that we will probably, I originally said 5 years. I bet you we pay it off in less time than that. And that whole entire loan will be paid off. Go get the dry ear corn in there. Let's go grab our barley. Now the only thing that's going to be a little off with this mixture now is now that we have the stave silos full, I'm not using bale silage for the dairy cattle, so that field grass will go to, you know, the beef cattle. We'll be using corn silage for them, and that's all on the stave silos, so I won't have an exact bale amount to put in. It still should be right around 3,500 liters that I put in there, but I'm gonna have to test because there's no way to set exactly how much you want to put in, so that will be off a little bit. But I think if we play it right, we know to take it right around 87% once everything is in, and then the water and the molasses take care of the rest. So that's kind of how I'm going to play it and see how it goes from there. And there's that. Jump out of here. Let's jump back on here and see where we're at. We are at 58%, which means our silage should get the rest of it back up there. Is pretty much what we're waiting on. Let's get that mixing while we're waiting. I should have already had that going, but that's alright. We'll head over here and hit the stave silo, get the silage in, and then it's just water and molasses after that. So we're going to take this up to about 89, 87%. Actually, let's pull from the first one, and then we'll always pull from this one here. So just watching them numbers down there in the bottom right corner. Hit 80% now. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. So there we go, 87%. Yep, I think that'll do it. Let's go check out the new molasses and water supplement. I think I'll go up and around. I did add in another road. I have to show you guys that. I did not show that off yet. That is actually on the other side here, because I found it kind of hard when I pulled those yearlings out of here. They were, it was hard to get the truck turned around and back out of here after I got up here, because this is a pretty steep slope to get up here. So this road here, just down by the water tanker and where we store our stones, which In all honesty, that's another job I gotta do too. I gotta get those stones in there and ready to go, because we do have to lime everything still. So let's jump out of cab here so we can see this work. And then we will just drive straight underneath. Perfect. And then our water first, because that takes us up to the 90. Actually, can pull forward a little bit on that. And all the while that's in there mixing, doing everything that it's supposed to. There's our 90%. And then we add our molasses, which will take us up to 100 and will give us a full mix of TMR for the cattle. There it is, everything switched over. Cows are ready to go. Oh, that's awesome. I like this little thing. It was actually made for Maize Plus. And I went in and obviously messed with everything and changed it up so that it would take care of the you could just use it in base game as long as you had molasses on a map. So I do have that. I feel like, I don't know, the other thing definitely worked a lot faster. For sure worked a lot faster. But there we go. That is a full setup of our mixed ration. Ready to go for the cows. We'll let that mix up for a little bit. That's going to need some time there. And then, well, I guess since we talked about it, I better start getting all of these stones in. Actually, no. No, you know what I'd like to do? I want to put in something for the mineral feed so we can get away from that as well. What is it under? Is it under silos? Not that. That's the molasses one. Containers. Yes, right here. This will hold mineral feed. I gotta get off the side of that. So this here will hold mineral feed. There we go, put that in. Get the grass to show up underneath. It might be. No, I'm not too close. That's alright. That'll look good. That looks good there. Yeah. And now we have a little place so we don't have to buy all that mineral feed in pallets. We can come down here. We'll be able to buy it off of here and fill up that as well. The only thing I'm going to have to figure out is how I want to set it up. I'll probably end up doing everything first, do the mineral feed last, because I only put 50 liters in, so I don't want to waste too much of that. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much of that. Alright, I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. We get a lot done. I have been busy off camera, obviously, on this farm. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everything you guys do, the likes, the comments, joining the live streams, everything, each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on here in a couple days. Probably going to be in either February or March by the time we come back. So enjoy your time. And as always, happy farming.